Let's see here. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your safety, all that stuff. I haven't done a live in a really long time. Just got in from my workout and I need to do a better job of getting back on track. Now, I typically have yogurt for breakfast, but I had this watermelon. I've been getting these personal watermelons. That's what I put on the grocery list for my husband when he goes to the grocery store. And it was over here, and I forgot totally about it because I didn't see it. You know how that whole out of sight, out of mind? But let me get a container because I'm going to cut this up. We're going to see if it looks good or not. It's the last day of September, and you know, as fall comes around, the fruits and vegetables, the seasons change, and we're now into like fall vegetables. But anyway, I'm gonna check out this personal watermelon. The last one that I had was good. The one before that was good, but it's just been sort of hit or miss with the watermelons this year. And I tell you, sometimes I get them and they're just not living up to my expectations. So I'm gonna cut this one up and see what, oh, it looks good. It looks good. Now, of course, I have the seedless because, you know, I don't want to be going through all that. Okay, that looks good. Tell me that that does not look good, because it does. That so looks good. All right, so I'm gonna cut this up, talk about this morning's workout. I've already been to the gym. I did get up a little bit later than okay, so some people will probably go, Sheila, okay, so you got up at 4:30 instead of 4:15. Yeah, I did. But I didn't get to the gym until a little after 5 because I needed to check on a couple of work things, and then I needed to just I like to pick up before I leave so that when I come back, everything here at the house is ready for me to do. I don't like to really walk back into a messy environment. Okay. All right, here's the test. Let's see. Okay, so maybe it'll taste better after it goes in the refrigerator for a little while. But you know how sometimes you have the watermelon, you cut it, and like the first bite, you're like, oh my God, that's so good. I'm not feeling that this morning with this one. You know, it's that time of year, and I guess they just are not as good. Let me try a second bite here. Okay, it's sort of okay. It's like okay watermelon. It's not bad, but it's not anything I'm gonna like fawn over. Like, oh my God, it's so good. Okay, so, So while I cut that up, let me talk about this morning's workout. I have not been posting because I've just been so busy with some other things. But this morning I did get on the treadmill, but I was kind of a lazy person on the treadmill. Usually I run on the treadmill. This morning I pretty much walked. I think I got in not quite 4 miles, almost 4 miles. There were, you know, I did like a little bit of sort of little running thing just to sort of get my heart rate up. And I walked kind of fast, so it was almost 4 miles, but not quite. And I didn't worry too much about the incline. You know, sometimes I'll put the incline up really high if I'm going to walk, but I was really kind of taking it easy this morning. You guys, when you read about these other people who are my age who are just like dying and having strokes and stuff, you realize, you know what? I need to be sensible about my exercise routine. And I'm that person. I try to be sensible about my exercise routine. It's sort of like it looks better than it is. But yeah, so a little bit of that. So I did an hour on the treadmill. Okay, maybe I'm just hungry or thirsty. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen that TikTok where they are doing the influencer one, where the influencer is like putting on the makeup and doing the live. So since I haven't done a live in a really long time, this is what I'm feeling here. I'm feeling like there's this point where I should be going with my makeup and going, oh, I'm just gonna wait a few more minutes for other people to join. Oh, I look pretty, thank you. Oh, where's my necklace from? Like, that's the whole, I feel like I need to do one of those. It's so funny, some of those ones that people have done to take a look at. All right, so after I finished my time on the treadmill, I did do some upper body weightlifting today. I just did a couple of the machines that I feel like I can do better at the gym and not on my agenda platform here at home. So I'll do something with that a little bit later here at home, but I did just want to get in a couple of those. So what did I do? I did the lat pull down. So you can imagine I can't do the lat pull down on the arena platform unless, I mean, there's a different sort of way to do some lat moves, but it's not the lat pull down. So I did the lat pull down, and I did, I don't know, like the seated, kind of like a seated bent row, but it's not a bent row. You're seated and it's straight. I guess I should have taken a picture. I don't know, but that's what okay, so this looks even better. Yep, that's it right there. That's the piece. You should see how I'm cutting this watermelon. It's just so haphazardly. All right, so I only did a little bit of that. I would have, now here's the thing. On Thursdays, the gym just is not that packed anyway. So I love going to the gym on Thursdays. Look, oops, I'm making a mess. Yeah, gym's cool on Thursday because there aren't that many people in the gym. Okay, so after I did those, I did sort of a cool down, like that was it, because I was like, I'm gonna come home and do some stuff on the arena later. So, and because I'd already gotten there a little late anyway, I didn't want to be there all morning. I'm so not that person who can go into the gym late because I wind up feeling like my day is really weird. So that's not a good look for me to wear. But yeah, I did get on the elliptical for sort of like a 15-minute cool down. And it's a good way to sort of work all the pieces of my body because it's legs and arms and upper body and all that. So I like the elliptical. Now, I didn't push it really hard. It was just sort of a, yeah, I'm wrapping things up. And I think that was about 17 minutes. It was like a mile and a half on the elliptical. All right, and so now I'm just sort of cutting up my watermelon. So that's how my morning workout has been. So I've been really busy lately. I say that like other people aren't busy, but I've had to go out of town for a few things. We've got election season starting, campaigns, and so there's a lot going on with that. I'm actually supposed to be in Florida next month. I think these pieces of the watermelon taste better than that first piece that I had, because now I'm just like ready to just eat it. See, it sort of looks like there's some still in there, but I think I've got most of it out. All right, it's been really hectic and crazy. All right, this is how much I've got so far. My last quarter to cut up. And then we're gonna put it in the refrigerator. I am that person who likes cold watermelon. But if it's too cold in the house or if I'm feeling chilled, then I don't want to eat it because I'm just like, I'm just going to be colder. So then I don't want to eat it. So I'll put off eating it. But this looks so juicy. I'm feeling it a little bit more. So I'm going to fill this up. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go on my trip next month because there's a lot of political stuff that I've got to do right here where I am. We've got some big races, so it's better for me to be here working than to be at some of those things. All right, so next up, some of the videos that I'm gonna have coming out, some of the trips out of town, some stuff that's been going on. Oh, my mom won Woman of the Year. So I'll have to share that too. I'll do a whole video on that because it was so, I literally had come back from a couple of political events and I had changed. I had taken off my clothes. I was eating like I was done for the day. And then I found out she was in Greensboro and that she had been nominated for the North Carolina Democratic Women's Woman of the Year. And I was like, oh, so I guess I better get on the road so I can go support my mom. So that's what I did. I got back at like after 11 at night. Got stuff popping up, low battery. All right, so I'm gonna do some videos on those sorts of things and we can catch up together. All right, done. I've cut up all the watermelon. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. Okay, I had you down like this. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. And let it chill. If I can stop eating it now. Got this little lid for it. And I love this little lid because it really does keep things fresh, nice and fresh. All right, so that's about it. I'm gonna start doing more lives and I'll tell you why. Because I have so much content on my camera that it is almost easier to just go live and talk about what I want to talk about versus me sitting down, recording, editing, uploading, coming back, checking thumbnails, doing all of that. And so now here I have a piece of content and you guys, I don't have to go back and edit it. I don't have to upload it. Although I do need to go in and do, you know, the description, the tags, the thumbnail and get all of that. But I can do that later. That's why I'm going to be doing more lives, to make my life a little simpler. So you will see more lives. I think that's it. So I'm going to take care of this, get ready for work, take a shower because I've got some things that I need to do as an attorney to knock out. I got a lot of stuff done yesterday, but I was so proud of myself last night because I was like, oh, I checked something off the list that had been on the list for like, you know, it had grown gray hairs. It had been on the list that long. But yeah, so that's it. Don't forget to like the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace. Mwah. Now let's figure out how to turn this thing off. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Yeah.